mistakes. Forgive us. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all listen to me, okay? Y'all listen carefully. Is any sound coming up? Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my sound, guys. I'm trying to get my sound face. Okay, I'm trying to get the sound. I'm trying to get a sound face. Okay, so I'm coming. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my sound fixed. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep that granny off. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I get my sound fixed now. Yeah. Yeah. So I was trying to get the sound fixed because and I haven't been on live about two weeks. But I'm on live today because of Liberians. You know, um, and I'm on live. Very serious thing. Like for me, I don't wait for people to join my live. I like to get down with discussion, like whatever topic I want to talk about. I like to get down with it immediately. So I don't wait for people to what I mean, join my life and all that. So I like to get down with business and just get stuff done. But I want to say, thanks everyone for coming. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Share the live, okay? Share the live with other people, okay? Um, invite other people to join. This is gonna be for 30 minutes, right? I'm gonna be here for 30 minutes, and it's not gonna be no more than 30 minutes. I just want to send some message out to some of some of the unity party people. You know, you see, these people are running out of substances, right? They don't have substance. They don't have any more topic to discuss. Okay, these unity party people, they don't have any more thing to discuss. The failure of President Joseph Yuma Boakai is affecting the brain of the unity partisan. So they don't have no other way and no other excuse now. So, but to come up with some sort of diversion to divert the minds of the Liberian people from President Boakai failure trip to to France. Okay, he failed trip to France. It's embarrassing the Liberian people. So those people are looking for a way so that they can take the minds of the Liberian people of that. And this is what affecting. When you listen to people, I've been on social media and all I've been seeing is RIP, RIP, RIP. And it's so this is not politics, right? This is not politics anymore. Wishing somebody death, it's not politics. Okay, if you choose to run your propaganda as wishing somebody death, then you are not doing a great job, because first of all you have failed. Did you see President We Are Live in Casablanca? Did you see him live? Go on my page, you'll see President We Are Live. And this bring to our attention that the Unity Party people have no more substance. The Unity Party people they are nothing less than a loser like President Joseph Boakai. So this is the reason why you see the Unity Party, those idiots are just running around social media with fake news. You wishing death upon your fellow Liberian. Meanwhile, some of you with your useless followers and useless, look, I don't want to go there, honestly. But it baffles me to see Liberians wishing death upon their fellow Liberian. Okay, it baffles me to see such thing. Okay, like how do we get here, Liberian? What sort of politics are you guys running? What sort of politics are you guys running? Huh? What sort of politics are you guys running? Like you want to run propaganda as wishing your fellow Liberian death. You could come up with different tactics. But why wish a fellow Liberian death? Now President Weah has put you guys to shame. And I see a lot of Unity peaks under the polls talking about, oh, you guys are forcing him. When you look at President Weah sitting there, does that man look like a sick person to you? Does it look like somebody who doesn't know how to walk properly like Joseph Boakai? When you look at President Weah, does it look like somebody that had color change in his eyes? You know, the failure of President Boakai is damaging the country, and those fools are so confused. They don't know how to come back to the sedition and say, oh, Lord, we make mistake. We apologize. You guys told us that President Boakai was not a useful person. Now they are getting to understand that President Boakai is not a useful person because President Boakai is not somebody who can lead a country. President Boakai does not have leadership within him. Okay, leadership is not about because you are old, because you've been in power, because you've been serving the government for this X amount of time. No, that's not leadership. President Boakai cannot lead. He's not a leader. He does not have it in him. So when you see President Boakai traveling from one country to another, just begging and begging and begging, at the end of the day, he's going to spend over 400,000 traveling from country to country. When he returns home with goodwill. President Boakai have the audacity to talk about how Emmanuel Macron welcome him and shake his hand, have dinner together. That's only a useless person can say that. Yes, only a useless president who does not have vision. And we said this before during the election that President Boakai cannot be the one you go for. There were too many choices. There was Clarence Maduba. There was Tiawan Gonglo. There was other people that you could have choose to become the president of Liberia. But no, you got to take a devil and put him in the seat of the presidency. Now the devil only after one thing. And we all know what the devil is. The devil comes to steal and kill. This is why you see everything happening in Liberia the way it's happening, because we choose President Boakai, which he is the devil himself, and we put him in the seat of the presidency. And now this is why Liberia is struggling. We said this to you people, and none of y'all believe us. You thought we were joking. No, we weren't joking. We were being serious. President Boakai does not have contact out of the country. So, but I want to come down to, there's an idiot. Okay, there's an idiot called Will Dopo. Okay, Will Dopo. Let me find where this idiot live. I know he live in Australia, but I want to find which state he live in. So let me find this guy. Okay, let me find this guy. I want to know which state he live in. Okay, I want to find him. And you got this idiot. I don't know what is him. Okay, advocate for humanity. Look at this guy that looked like a poofter. Okay, let me show this idiot to you guys so you see who the hell I'm talking about. When you look at this idiot, look at him. He looked like a poofter. Some of y'all don't even understand the word poofter, but Will Doppel live in Australia, so he knows what I'm talking about. And he lived in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Look at this poofter. He comes on his live. Look, I really wasn't gonna pay attention to this guy. I really wasn't going to pay attention to this, this idiot. But it has come to the point where I have to, come online and try to say something to this idiot. Okay. Like, is this how you want to run? Is this how you want to gain relevance? This is not how you gain relevance. If you want to gain relevance, your information has to be accurate. You don't go and lie to your fans. Lying to your fan, that you are deceiving your fan, bro. Like, what connection do you have? You have no connection. The only connection you have is those little girls that run around, fighting one another and giving you information so you can talk to other person, one of them. But you have nothing. Okay, absolutely. You have no information about President Weah. You have no contact outside of or within the government that is giving you information. You don't have anything. And it's so disgraceful for people like this, those type of idiots, to come and sit on Facebook and denigrate our former president and talk about his health, talking about which president we are, safe recovery. When Joseph Boakai was dying, when Joseph Boakai couldn't walk, did you ever say which President Boakai or then at the time, former Vice President Boakai or safe recovery? No, you did not say that, because you are a hypocrite, Will Doppel. You are a hypocrite. You live in Australia, I live in Australia, and I know exactly the type of job that you are doing. So you are not doing anything that is going to keep you within a community. No, you are nobody. You are zero, like 0 points. You are nothing. Okay, so you managed to have just a little followers, and you think you are all that. Liberians are so easy to be deceived by idiot like Will Doppel, who have no connection outside. Okay, he sit on his platform and lied to few people because Liberians don't understand. They don't like to listen to truth. Liberians love to listen to lies and propaganda. And this is what is affecting the Liberians people today, because they don't listen to the truth. Okay? Liberians love to listen to lies. Negativities is what for in Liberia. I woke up today and I see on social media, everyone is saying RIP, RIP. You're wishing President Weah to die. Meanwhile, some of you, your useless follower, they are even dead and buried within the ground. Nobody recognized your useless follower when it was even alive. Even some of you are wishing President Weah to die, but you have fathers who are older than President Weah, who are almost close to their grave, but you sit down and wish President Weah death. That's a shame. That's a shame. If you don't have anything to say, and you don't have anything to talk about, look, you might as well just shut the hell up than looking for fake news to spread. That's not going to give you any relevancy. That's not going to make you popular. That's not going to give you even a more fan. No, it's not going to do that. Okay. Politics is about information. If you want to run propaganda with somebody dead, wishing somebody dead, you might as well be prepared, because your useless father might as well die. And I don't wish for that, but if it happens, it happens. Because your follower is nothing important to the world. Your useless follower has never contributed to Liberia. Will Doppel, what has your follower contributed to Liberia? Tell me, my brother, tell me. Has your follower contributed to Liberia? No, your follower was another poverty-stricken fool. Yes. What have you contributed to Liberia? You have done nothing. You managed to find your way into into Melbourne, Victoria, and then you want to sit down because you have just a handful of followers, and you want to open your stink mouth and put your mouth on somebody who is far beyond your useless father. what type of politics or what type of information are you giving to your fan? If I was your follower today, Will Dobo, if I was your follower, I would have unfollowed you because you are not credible. Your informations are not credible. You are nothing but a liar. You are a deceiver. Look, man, you pissing me off, bro. Like, I try not to say, I try not to talk. I try to keep quiet. Okay. Bro, you live right here in Melbourne. I stayed you a couple of times. And you are no better. Your life is not better at all. So do you think when you sit down behind cameras and talk nonsense, you think that Liberian people are going to take you serious? The only Liberians that are going to take you serious are the fools that follow Joseph Boakai. Because anybody that support Joseph Boakai and follow Joseph Boakai, that person is a fool. He does not have vision. If Joseph Boakai have vision, why would he be 85 years old and still fighting for presidency? At the age of Joseph Boakai, he should have been relaxing now, enjoying his grandchildren, enjoying his labor, what he had labored for. But here we are. He's still moving around, struggling to walk. He can't even get off the staircase of the plane properly. He's struggling to walk. Look at him. It's a shame. A bunch of you fakers. Bunch of you sycophants follow somebody who is almost close to their grave, and you want to turn the narrative around and say President Weah has died? Did you not see on FIFA or TV President Weah speaking with FIFA in Casablanca? That just to tell you that every weapons that you guys put against this wonderful individual, it always bounce back. Every holes that you guys dig for President Weah, it always bounce back. And be careful, because some of you gonna fall into the hole that you dig. Your own hole is gonna be the hole that kill you. Haven't you seen on the news a couple of people being attacked by their own dog, their own pet, just this week? Be careful, because what you wish against this wonderful individual, it might as well bounce back to you. So when you giving information to your followers, you gotta be careful now, because that's not politics. That's called that's witchcraft. Okay, you are not playing politics now. You are playing witchcraft. Okay, so I don't know where you think you get your information from, but everything you get to your follower was a lie. Now, to my Unity Party people, let me speak to y'all. Okay, to my Unity Party people. Unity Party, you guys are a disappointment to our country. Every one of you that support President Boakai, that was your right to support who you wanted to support for presidency. But what it has turned into a disgrace on the part of you guys, because you voted for change. You voted for President Joseph Boakai to bring change to our nation, our country. You voted for President Boakai to bring good education. You voted for President Boakai to bring the unemployment rate lower. You voted for President Boakai to change the life of the youth. But what we have seen so far within 2 years is nothing but wasteful spending on the legislature, President Boakai foreign travel. Instead of you guys tackling the bread and butter issues, you have allowed those people, those handful of people who are sitting at the hierarchy, to confuse your brain, because that's what they love. They want to see you Liberians. They want to see you confused. They want to see you all going crazy because they believe you guys are uneducated. And you guys are proving their point. Unity Party, they have nothing to offer the Liberian people. This is the reason President Boakai traveled to different countries. The country that President Boakai traveled and he came empty-handed. It was the same country like you get your 14 military hospital, the same country that you get your PHP park, the same country that you get the Emory Hospital. Was the same country. No, it was the same country that President Weah traveled. And he brought home something for the Liberian people. And what he brought from the trip that he traveled, like you got criticizing for, that's the benefit he got from France and UAE. Okay, the 14 military hospital, the Emory Hospital, those are the benefit that President Weah got from his foreign travel. Now, President Boakai traveled all the way to see Emmanuel Macron to have dinner. He behaved like he's so hungry in Liberia that he does not have food to eat, that he's celebrating because he's having tea with Emmanuel Macron. That is a disappointment on the part of the president. The president is not even ashamed. Like, I'm telling you, Kula Fofana couldn't even defend the president. Because the president is a disgrace to Liberia. And under this government, Liberia will never succeed. Liberia will never succeed under a Joseph Boakai regime. Joseph Boakai have never succeeded in his life. Joseph Boakai's entire life has been failure. He was a failure in every position he works. He was a failure as a vice president who shaved blame on his own boss. And Joseph Boakai continued to shave blame on President Weah. First year. Now we're in the second year. But President Boakai cannot stand and take blame for himself. Because he's the type of old man who does not take blame, but he takes glory. And glory of other people, because he has never brought any glory in this world. Joseph Boakai is a loser. Joseph Boakai is the worst thing that has ever happened to Liberia. Under a Joseph Boakai regime, Liberia is going to keep going down because this man danced with the devil. And we know the devil comes to steal and to kill. That's why in a Joseph Boakai regime, people are running and doing their own thing. They don't respect a Joseph Boakai because his authority is not powerful. He's an old man who does not keep up with his word. So I'm so disappointed to see a bunch of Unity Party fools posting all over social media wishing the political leader of CDC death. Why don't you argue the topic? Why don't you argue the source of this government? Why don't you come up and debunk the lies that we say? If you guys say we lie, why don't you come up and debunk them? Why wish a strong and energetic man death? And FIFA just put all of the Unity Party sycophants and idiots to shame. Bunch of fools. James Goodday Flomo is a fool. Stanton Waterspoon spent all his money on James Goodday Flomo, but all that money is going in vain because Goodday Flomo he will never be a better person. He's a dog. Abuna Mohammed, another idiot, poofter, gay, liar. Another idiot, Will Double, an idiot that lives right here in Melbourne in another country. He's seen the substance of the country. He enjoyed the road that he drive on, the safety and everything. He got job. But no, he's not fighting for the Liberian people. He's there spreading fake news. Will Dobo is a shame, a disgrace to his useless family. Yes, I will say it. Will Dobo is a disgrace to his wife and kids. Will Dobo is a disgrace to his father and his mother. Will Dobo is a disgrace to his entire generation. For you to sit on social media, and lie to your followers, you are a disgrace, Will Dobo. You are a disgrace. I live in Sydney. If you don't like my message, you can find me, brother. I live in Sydney. We both live in Australia. Will Dobo, you are a disgrace, my brother. And I will keep saying that you are a disgrace. Okay? So somebody tag Will Dobo in this live. Okay? Tagging. Okay? Tag this fool. Tagging. Okay? Look, there's a lot of, I don't know. Look, I don't know what is a good thing that is happening in our country. And people are not giving information the way they're supposed to give those information. But instead, those people who are in charge to give information, to disseminate information, have turned into attack dogs. Yes, I'm speaking directly to the information ministry, Daniel Sano. They have turned into an attack dogs. So because of that, if this president is doing something good, the message is never going to come out. Because instead of preaching the message to the Liberian people, those idiots at the Ministry of Information have turned into an attack dog, a bulldog that goes around barking on every little thing that moves. That's a failure of the government. Okay. That's a failure of the government. Today, everyone's looking at Liberia and they're thinking the president is doing well. I see Liberia celebrating a 3-year visa, and they don't even understand. A 3-year visa means you can hold a visa for 3 years and travel multiple times. But that does not mean you can live in America for 3 bloody years. No. Celebrating a 3-year visa is me as an Australian. I have my passport. If I want to come to Liberia, all I got to do is to get a 5 weeks visa. If I'm coming for 2 months, is get an 8-week visa and come to Liberia for 8 weeks. That's all it's all about. It does not mean I get a visa to come live in Liberia for 3 years. No, it does not mean that way. But Liberians are so dumb. You know, the Unity Party people claim to be the most educated people, but on the contrary, they are not educated at all. I see people like Mo Ali writing nonsense on Facebook, or ministers that are supposed to be doing his job, but they ain't doing their job. So this government is a failure. Almost 2 years. Okay, almost 2 years. They are showing us nothing. Yes, they are showing us nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Nothing at all. Okay? Nothing at all. Look at this guy. His whole information is here. Huh? Huh? So, look, man, I didn't come here to, to talk too much. Okay? I came here to actually talk to Will Dovo. Okay, that's what I came here for. And all of you who are spraying nonsense on Facebook, look, we are all Liberians. You believe in President Joseph Newman Boakai, and I believe in President George Manuel Weah. What you take to be a success of Joseph Boakai might not be a success to me. What we believe is a success of George Weah might not be a success to you guys, because you guys don't know that a 14 military hospital is an achievement. You guys don't know that Emory Hospital for Bapolu County is an achievement. You guys don't know that the PHP Park that beautify a part of Liberia is an achievement. So what we consider as achievement and success, you guys do not consider that. Now, that doesn't mean we should go around wishing each other death. No. I don't want President Boakai to die. I want President Boakai to stay around. I want President Boakai to be an advisor to other people who are coming to run our country, because he's been there before. He's seen it all. So I don't want President Boakai to die. So why are you wishing my political leader, President George Manuel Weah, to die? That's not politics. That is witchcraft. So we need to let all this petty politics and debate the actual, the actual topic. And what is the topic? The topic today that you people are failing to debate is the bread and butter issues. The unemployment rate in the country. You have the Indians. They are coming to the country and they are bringing in their brothers and giving them a job, while the young Liberians are struggling on the street. And because they are frustrated, they go into doing drugs. And we chase them down, capture them, and say we are doing good. No. Every Indian person that comes into our country should be able to employ a Liberian. That's how we decrease the unemployment rate. But we are not doing that because you people are not bothered by that. Okay? You people are not bothered by that. What you people bothered about is to see President Weah die. Now, and I have a question for you guys. If President Weah died today, right? Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. If President Weah died today, will that solve the problem of the Liberian people? The death of President Weah, would that put bread on the table of the Liberian struggling family? The death of President Weah, would that put drugs in the hospital of JFK, Redemption Hospital, Emory Hospital? Just a few days ago, the useless speaker, Richard Kuhn, went to dedicate a water tower or a hand pump. And right after he left, there was no water coming out. Because when God is not with you, everything you touch has become cursed. This is why Liberia is cursed. Joseph Boakai and his bunch of gangs, they have cursed Liberia, and Liberia is going to continue to struggle at the hands of Joseph Boakai, and there's going to be a lot of young people dying. Like we're saying it, every bloody day there's somebody die. When the pastor say, if President Boakai win the election, it's going to be a disaster in our country. And people talk, Liberian, they don't think ahead of time. Liberians only think about today. So when that happened, everyone, oh, the pastor is a liar. But now they are seeing it. What the pastor said about Joseph Boakai being dancing with the devil and taking over our country and handing our country over to the devil. This is what happening now. See the amount of young people that are dying every day in our country. Look at the father that died the other day because of hunger. He was hungry. He fell and he died. No food. But he voted for Joseph Yuma Boakai. This is our country is going down the drain. Liberia does not cater to its own citizens. Liberians take foreigners to be God in our country. Why? The people that own the country struggle every day. There's nothing to eat. Education is another bad thing because the young children are not going to school. They have to go out there in the street to sell Kool-Aid, to sell eggs, to sell plastic bags just to survive. And President Boakai lied to the Liberian people. President Boakai lied to the Liberian people. President Boakai came to rescue him and his useless family. I would say, if you can insult President Weah, I might as well say President Boakai and his family are useless. Yes. Because that's the politics you guys want to preach. And we said it. Moving forward, seditions are not going to stay quiet. We were way too quiet, and that caused all the election. But coming and moving forward, seditions are going to be very destructive in a very constructive way. We are not a unity party. No, we are a very constructive party, responsible party. It's not like this useless party that's going around, whatever president we are do, they want to do it. No. When the blessing is not there, it's not there. So guys, that's all I want to say. Okay. Look, you guys seen President Weah. He's healthy. Okay. He's very strong, very energetic, as he always been. You guys saw that on during his birthday. He was out there with everybody. Okay. He was out there with everybody. Look, this is President Weah right here. Let me show this. Okay. Let me show this. Yep, that's a sick man walking right there. That's the guy you said he was sick. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him walking. Very strong, very energetic. Can Joseph Boakai walk like this? No, he cannot. Yeah, that's the guy you said he was sick. Bunch of liars, bunch of fools. Look at him. Look at him.
I think it's important.
Yeah, look at
The
him.
role that I play in society
Yeah,
as a former footballer.
look at him. And you people want to come here and talk nonsense. People like Bloody Will Double would know nothing, want to come here and talk nonsense. Who make you a prophet? Is Prophet Kina enough? Or do we need another prophet to come and start wishing people death? What an idiot you are. Look, seditions. Sedations. You people, look. CDC or seditions. Some of you are confused. Some of you seditions are confused. That's because you're confused. You believe in every little lies that the Unity Party people spread around. And it's disappointing when you have your foot inside, one foot inside and one foot outside. It's disappointing. We need to do better. We seditions need to do better. Seditions, we have to stand together and fight for our party. Let's be the first to do it, and the Unity Party can follow our lead. Because we are leaders, and Unity Party are followers. So believe in your party, believe in your leader, and stop listening to lies. Unity Party is only good at one thing: running propaganda. They have no other power. They got nothing. So y'all need to stop listening to these fools, to those idiots, to those liars, to these deceivers, and listen to your heart. If you are a sedition, believe in CDC. All right, guys, that's all I got to say today. To all my seditions, God bless you all. It's a happy day for me. I'm happy. I always been happy, but I'm more happy because President Weah has once again proven to us he's the real man. Every time they plan against this individual, he always put them to shame. Okay. So every hole that they dig for President Weah, he always jump over it. So this is how I go home. Thanks to all of you. And have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. And share the videos. Share the video to everybody. I'm going to share it. I never had time to share it because I was in a hurry. Thanks to you all. Bye.